over here. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're doing amazing. My name is Josh. I am your push coach, and I'm so freaking pumped tonight to help you learn how to protect your momentum and create 12 months of January. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I need to see some comments over here. I am live here in the Webinar Jam room, as well as over on Facebook, because Facebook events have just not been as kind lately to me as far as letting people know, getting notifications out about registration pages and stuff like that. So I didn't want anyone to miss it. I'm here live in the Webinar Jam room. If you registered properly, if you didn't get the news, no worries. I get it. It's cool. I'm also over on Facebook. I'm mostly going to be staring at my computer. So if you're on Facebook watching on the screen, my eyeballs may look like they're focused down a little bit. I'll try to adjust this just a little bit for you guys. You're going to see a little bit of my laptop, guys. I'm so freaking ready tonight because here's the thing. As some of you have seen in my emails, some of you have seen in some of the other stuff that I've been saying and kind of promoting for this event, 86% of people, this is ridiculous. This is just absolutely crazy. 86% of people, human beings, okay, that have access to all of the things in the world, have access to libraries full of books. Let's be real, none of us go to the library anymore. Have access to the World Wide Web, have access to Audible, YouTube, free webinars. 86% of people by Valentine's Day, okay, have given up on their New Year's goals. 86%. Sylvester's having trouble hearing me. Can everyone else hear? I see some people that can hear me. If you can't hear me, and if you're on your phone, maybe try turning your ringer on. Sometimes video is weird with that. But 86% of people by Valentine's Day are done, given up on their goals, have already moved on, already gone back into regular old average Joe lame ass self mode. Now, here's the problem, is that we have not properly learned how to protect momentum. We figured out how to get excited. We figured out how to get ourselves energetic, how to get, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But we have not figured out how to hone this thing and how to keep it moving forward. In other words, how to keep the excitement or protect the momentum is what we're calling tonight. Protect your momentum, 12 months of January. That's what I'm going to teach you tonight. That's what I'm excited for. But as always, we've got some giveaways. I love giving away good stuff. So we're going to have some giveaways tonight. I hope you're excited to be here. I wanted to give you a quick introduction, but now I want to tell you how you can win some good stuff tonight. Tonight, we're going to give away 5 free training groups, 100% free. We're going to give away 5 different prizes of $100. Would anyone like to win $100? Raise your hand if you would like to win $100. And then we are going to be giving away 5 free tank tops. I've got these tank tops that say hashtag Let's Puke Together. Some of you know what that's all about. Many of you in my group's been on webinars before. You know what it's all about. For those of you that are new, like, what in the world is Let's Puke Together? That's weird. Yes, it is weird, and I love it. Here's what happens. When I challenge people to set goals that really, really, really matter, when I challenge people to set goals that actually create this thing that I call urgency. Urgency is what puts you into a state where you are like ready to freaking go. When I teach people how to set goals like this, they start saying, yes, puke goals. They start saying things like, oh my God, I feel like I am going to vomit. So I just started saying, you know what? Let's puke together. So let's puke together. Here's how you can win a prize tonight. You want to win a $100 cash prize, tank top, or a free spot in one of my training groups. All you got to do, some of you know the drill. Take a screenshot of what you see, take a selfie with me behind you, and then all you got to do, tag me over on Facebook or Instagram. Yes, Instagram stories count. I love personally Instagram stories. Tag me, Josh Coates _ push coach. Okay, tag me, Josh Coates _ push coach. Give me your favorite takeaway from tonight, your absolute favorite takeaway tonight, and then do hashtag Let's Puke Together. We will announce those winners at the end of the call. So stay tuned with me till the end of the call. Try if you can to get the selfie and the tag in as early as possible in the call. And that way you can just like pay attention. Cause I got some stuff tonight. That I've been using this word a little bit more boldly lately. I feel convicted this year. I feel like convicted that the things that I have to say, I'm in the middle of writing a book on leadership. And it's not even like I'm just excited about this. It's not even like I just want to share this. It's like I feel convicted that this stuff has to be done. I am sick and tired of watching people struggle. I'm sick and tired of watching people not get what they really want in life. And I have a very strong conviction in me to get this word out, to get this out there, to help you get things together so that you can go where you really want to go this year. Okay. 2019 is going to be unlike any year you have ever experienced if you will lean in, dig in. Okay. The hashtag Leah is Let's Puke Together. So screenshot or a selfie, tag me, Josh Coates _push coach. Make sure you give your favorite quote from tonight and hashtag Let's Puke Together. My boy Jay Ring is at home. He'll be watching for the story so that he can pick the winners. He does love some good humor. He also appreciates it when you make me look like absolutely ridiculous. So feel free to have all the fun in the world that you want. You guys ready to go? I get a drink here. I got some Energize going. Chugging all the Energize because I want to bring you guys all the energy tonight. So you guys ready? Our goal, my goal is to help people. Hashtag Let's Puke Together. Let's puke together. Let us, except it's not let us puke together. Let's puke together. Okay. You guys ready to do this? Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So I want to teach you again how to create 12 months of January. January is the time everyone's fired up. January, everyone's excited. Everyone is like, oh my God, new year, new me. I've got new goals. I've got new, everything is freaking new in January. What if every single month could be like that? What if every single, many of you know this story, but those of you that are new don't know about this. So let's backtrack my story a little bit. I built my business from home while detailing cars almost 5 years ago. It'll be 5 years ago in 2 weeks that I started my business. Year one, no bueno, signed 2 clients, made $500. Year two, put together a strategy, started focusing, started doing the things that I'm now teaching other people with intentionality and making sure I do the activities that put money in my pocket instead of just wasting time playing on social media. Year two, I was able to quit my full-time job. Have since built a multi-6-figure business, but in year 3.5-ish, year 4-ish, I went through a divorce. And I saw my business take a huge hit because my emotional capacity, the kind of energy and excitement you see in me tonight was just not there for several months. I just didn't have it. And so what happened is my numbers, my business went, my momentum went, and what I had to do was I had to flip this and I had to re-implement the things that I had taught and that I'd originally gone through in my first couple of years to focus in, to hone in and show up month after month after month after month after month. And I spent all last year completely rebuilding my business. And we're on track today to actually end up hitting the biggest month we've ever had in our entire business because of what I'm about to teach you tonight. I'm about to teach you tonight how to take January and just make that normal life. And that is what success looks like. So here we go. Number one, you ready to take some notes? I need you to take some notes. I need you to write them in all caps. I need you to underline them 700 times. I need you to highlight them in blue, pink, purple, yellow, green, and orange. I don't know if I got all the colors of the rainbow, but I tried. Are you ready? Number one, if you want to have 12 months of January, I want to teach you the specific 3 things that you have in January that you got to figure out how to, and I'm going to teach you how to redo 11 more months, okay? First thing, January, you had a new mindset. In January, the number one thing that changed was a new mindset. And let me walk you through a couple of the differences in the December mindset and the January mindset. In December, we start thinking things like, well, I can't really message people. I don't really want to. Skylar loves my impressions. Here comes the impressions. They're coming. Are you ready for them? They're coming. In December, we're like, I don't really want to bother people. I mean, people are busy with the holidays. They have so many things going on. I just feel so rude if I interrupt their inbox. In January, we're like, message everyone. Everyone wants to hear from me. Everyone needs a message. Everyone wants to sign up. Now, here's what's crazy. Here's what's crazy. In December, people are busy with the holidays, right? which really means they're all sitting around all day and night. All day and night, basically ordering things on their phone. In other words, in December, people are spending money left and right like it's nothing, and you're worried about interrupting them or bothering them so you don't message them. Now, all of a sudden in January, when everyone is freaking broke, you have convinced yourself that everyone wants to buy, everyone wants to sign up, everyone's as excited as me. Are they really as excited as you, or is it just that in December, you were busy with the holidays, so you didn't want to message people? And in January, you were excited, so you decided that you wanted to message people. Do you see what I'm saying here? There's no difference in other people. I'm going to tell you right now, consumers are consumers 12 months out of the year. The question is, are you a producer 12 months out of the year? Let me say that again. Consumers are consumers 12 months out of the year, 365 days a year. The question is, are you a producer 365 days a year? You see, we are constantly projecting our own issues onto our customers, onto our team. If you're a leader on tonight, I got some leaders. Do I got some leaders on tonight? We're projecting our issues onto them. We think that we are busy for the holidays, so we project that onto our customers and onto our team, and we decide they must be busy too, so I'm not going to bother them. All of a sudden in January, we're excited. We got new me, new year, new goals, new whatever. So we decide all of a sudden that now everyone's excited to hear. Is it that everyone's excited to hear from you, or is it that you are finally excited to be a producer? See, here's the thing is no one else changed from December to January. You just changed your mindset. Here's another thing that you believe in your mindset in January. I have a fresh start. Oh my God, I have a fresh start. I'm so excited for 2019. I just get like a fresh start, just like fresh, clean, fresh. Everything's fresh. We use the word fresh like 1,000 times, like it's 1996 and we're on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So fresh. Does anybody else remember the 90s when we used fresh for like everything? That's fresh, man. That is so fresh. So it's like, I got a fresh start. I'm so fresh. My energy is fresh. I mean, I just feel so refreshed, right? Because January, we feel so solid because that year is over. Like 2018, oh my God, that was rough, but it's like gone and now everything is new, right? So we think everything is new. In reality, here's the way business works. Here's the way momentum works. It just continues either inclining or declining. Your momentum, okay, which is the thing that matters more than your sales number, more than your recruiting numbers, whether you hit SC or BQ or whatever your company calls it. The thing that matters more than anything is not the sales starting over or not starting over. It's the momentum. Because the momentum is what has your inbox flooding full of people. It has people coming to you. It has people in the works. I always say that we're constantly reaping the results of the last 3 to 6 months of work. Let me say it again. We're constantly reaping the results of the last 3 to 6 months of work. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you something. I'm going to break your little heart. January did not give you a fresh start at all. If anything, January is just the result of what you did in October, November, and December. That's it. That's all it is. Now, the reason you do get a fresh start is because you decide here that it's a fresh start. But do you see how you could just as easily on January 31st or February 1st or April 21st or November 2nd also decide up here to have a fresh start? The difference between December and January is not that it's actually a fresh start. It's that you finally let go of your past failures. You finally release yourself from what you have or have not done, and you decide to have a fresh start. And you can do that anytime you want. So our mindset, what I want to teach you and help you understand tonight as far as the mindset goes, is that the only difference between December and January was not the market trends, was not whether or not you were busy or anyone else was busy. It's just what you mentally decided to make a switch right here and what you decided you were going to do. Does that make sense? In other words, as I'm constantly telling my push leaders and my clients, you are always in control. You are always 100% in control. The question is, are you taking control? You're always in control. The question is, are you taking control? That's the question. Okay, number 2. So first thing is new mindset. Okay, so I want you to just ask yourself, okay, if I was able to make that mindset switch in January, let's just do that again in February. The only thing that I need to do in order to have the same momentum and energy in February as I had in January is just decide, no matter what happened in January, guess what? February 1st, another fresh start. It's another new year. See, every single month in my training groups, we're going to celebrate the first of the month as a new year. We're just going to pretend. Like, let's just pretend the beginning of every single month is a new year. New year, new me. Every 30 days, baby. And sometimes 28 days if it's February, right? New year, new me as often as I want. Second thing, new focus. New focus. How many of you in January wrote down your goals, spent more time focusing? Okay, number 2, I don't know if I said that loud and clear enough. I apologize. I kind of like blurted it out. Number 2 is new focus. So number 1 was new mindset. Number 2 is new focus. I don't know if you can tell I'm a little excited tonight, okay? Number 2 is new focus. How many of you wrote down, took time, intentional time, sat down and wrote out specific goals in January? Show me a comment. I want to see. I want to see over in the chat box here on Webinar Jam. I want to see in the chat box over here on Facebook how many of you actually took time. You sat down in January and wrote down goals. Beautiful. Okay, I'm seeing it now. Yep, me. I did. Me, yes, me. Everybody did. Everybody did, right? Everybody sat down in January and wrote down their goals. Wendy does hers in November because her company starts a new year in November. Everyone sits down and writes down goals. Now, question, I have a magical question for you. How many of you spent, now let's pause, let's stop. We got comments still flooding. Let's pause. We got 278 people over on Webinar Jam, about 17 over on Facebook. Let's pause, okay? How many of you spent just as much time in December, at the beginning of December, writing down your goals, being intentional? How many of you set aside just as much intentional time at the beginning of December to write down goals as you did at the beginning of January? How many people? Tell me yes or no. Yes or no. Did you or did you not spend just as much time in November or in December as you did in January? Now, some of you did because you're in my training group. I see you. I see you. Nope, not me. Nope. So we've got about 80% no's. We've definitely got some yeses, but for the most part, we've got a whole lot of no's. Those of you in my training groups, I make you write down your goals every single day, every single month. But for a lot of you, you say, nah, I didn't. Now tell me this. Is January really that powerful in comparison to December? Or did January just have way more focus than December? So tell me this. Why couldn't we just do the same freaking thing in February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December? It would be so freaking simple to have the exact same kind of focus all year long if we were just smart enough, if we just used common sense. I hope that when we're done tonight, you're like, dang, Josh just dropped on us about 45 minutes to an hour of common sense. This is actually so freaking simple. My number one goal is always to take things that seem so hard and seem so, oh my God, how do people do that? And just make you go, oh, I can do that too. I can totally do that. This is how easy it is to create the proper amount of momentum that leads to success. I use this thing called a self journal. Love, love, love this thing. It forces me to sit down every single day and write out my goals. It forces me every single day to write my goals. And this month, I actually started something new. Now I say my main 2 goals out loud every single time I go to the bathroom. Every single time. Every single time I go pee, I say my main 2 goals, because I realize usually when I go pee, how many of you are with me on this one? I'm like checking my notifications on Instagram. I'm like, okay, Instagram. Let's see. Did I get any likes while I was on my last call? Did I get any likes while I was working out? Did I get any? And like, do I really need a once an hour report on how many new likes I got? No, I don't. I don't need an hourly report on how many people liked a picture. I can look at that maybe twice a day. Somebody said gross, so dirty. I'm sorry. Apologize. Sorry if that's disgusting. I do it. Don't ever touch my phone. Don't ever touch my phone. So disgusting. You're absolutely right. But here's the thing. Why can't I just take that extra time to focus in on what it is I want out of life? Because I can promise you the thing that you focus on the most is the thing that you'll create. If I can get you to focus on your goals, and just think, there is so much power in focus. Take a magnifying glass, okay? The sun will not hurt you. I mean, of course, if you get too sunburnt, it can hurt if you spend too many hours. But how many of you have ever got lit on fire by standing outside under the sun? No, but you take a magnifying glass, okay? And you focus the light and the energy, you focus it on one specific spot, and it can light a fire. And the same thing is true in our life. The same thing is true with our business. If we take something and we focus in on it, 90% of what I do as a coach with my one-on-one clients is just helping them to put the proper amount of focus on the areas of their business that they want to see changed. I don't really teach them anything. I don't really teach them some magic trick. I'm not like, oh my God, if you did this one thing in your business, I really just force them. I help them to make the mindset switch that it's possible. And then I help them to focus in on the thing that must be done until it happens. How about this? How many of you in January sat down and you kind of mapped out a strategy, a game plan? You wrote down your goals, okay? And then you sat and spent some time brainstorming. How many of you in January, show me over here in the comments, show me on Webinar Jam, show me on Facebook, how many of you spent some specific time in January strategizing how you could possibly make those goals happen? Show me. I want to see answers here. I'm just going to keep chugging away my Energize. Yep. Roadmap. Yep, I sure did, Josh. I got on your goal setting workshop and I wrote out a whole game plan, and I just like had all this intentionality, and I was like, man, if I do this and this and this goal could happen. If I do this and this, and I'm road mapping my year. Most of you, yes. Okay. Now the comments. Let's pause. See if we can get it all to pause. Now, how many of you spent just as much, again, how many of you spent just as much time in December doing the same amount of strategizing? How many of you in December were sitting around strategizing game plans and getting creative and thinking, okay, I want to recruit more people, so I'm going to need to bring more energy. I'm going to need to bring more passion. I'm going to need to make sure and post 2 or 3 times a week about the business. I'm going to need to make sure and invite a specific amount of people every single day. How many of you were doing that in December? I see a couple yeses, a couple I dids. I see a lot of nope, wish I did, wish I would have. No, I sure didn't do that. So again, why is it that January is different than December? Is it because of a market trend? Is it because we really get a new year, new me? Or is it because we made an intentional decision to do something more strategic? See, what if all we did was every single month this year, in February, in March, in April, in May, June, July, all the way to the end? What if we sat down and we decided to have a new mindset? We decided it's a new start. I may have freaking sucked last month, but today's a new start. New month, new me. That should be our new thing. New month, new me, right? And then I decided to sit down and spend just as much time every single month writing out my goals and coming up with a focused game plan. What if we did that every month? Man, we would legit have 12 months of January. But there's one more thing. There's one more thing we got to do. Number 3. So number 1 was new mindset. Number 2 was new focus. Number 3 is new actions. Write it down. New actions. In January, all of a sudden, everyone is like, I'm waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I know that all of last year I slept until like 10:30, but starting 2019, I'm going to wake up at 4 a.m. Now, my God, I would never wake up that early. I'm not a morning person. But all of a sudden, people are willing to do things that they've never done before. They're willing to wake up earlier. They're willing to try some type of a new program. Like how many people are, for my health and fitness coaches, how many people are messaging you like, oh my God, I'm finally ready to commit. You know, everyone's ready to do some type of a new program for your business. You're like, I'm ready to try out some new training. I'm ready to do something. You start doing things that you avoided the year before. Things that in December, you're like, oh, hell no, I am not messaging a single human. In January, you're like, I'm messaging all the humans and even some of the animals and dogs. I'm messaging anything I can find. Are there aliens out there? Can they sign up? Can I get them to maybe have a business address here? Maybe I can sign them up. I'm messaging everybody. We start to get on some type of motivational calls, podcast. Many of you are on my January goal setting session. In other words, we start to put in action. We get this energy. We get this feeling. We're like, yes, I can do things. I must do things in order to hit these goals. I'm all in. I'm gonna freaking do this. Now, again, how many of you spent just as much time in December putting in specific actions that you wouldn't have done before? Waking up early. How many of you were messaging all the people? How many of you were doing the things in December that it took to grow the same way you are in January? How many people in December were like, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do over the holiday season? I'm going to do an extra 10 hours of personal development. What do you think about that? Nobody's doing that. Everybody is in December taking a break, taking it easy, chilling out. I don't want to like stretch myself too much. And then in January, we're like all the freaking way in. What if we just decided in February to challenge ourselves again and say, okay, I did that for January. That was cool. But you know what? That month is gone. New month, new me. This month in February, starting tomorrow, here's what's up. Number 1, I'm going to decide that I got a new mindset. I'm going to decide that I get a new start. I'm going to decide that people are just as excited as they've ever been. You know what? Maybe they didn't buy in January. That's okay. They get a tax return in February. Maybe they didn't join my team in January. That's okay because I have been talking on my stories every single day about how freaking amazing it is. They'll join me in February. It doesn't matter. I've got a new month, a new me. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to strategize. I'm going to write down my goals the same freaking way I did in January. I am going to sit down and write out my goals. I'm going to come up with a game plan. I'm going to actually look back at January and see, okay, what part of my game plan failed and why did it fail? Maybe 4 a.m. isn't a good time for me. Maybe 10 o'clock at night is a better time for me because then the kids are in bed. Maybe lunchtime. In other words, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to set goals and I'm going to put in strategies the same way I did in January. And then I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to challenge myself to do actions in February the same way I did in January. I'm going to commit to doing the hard shit. Okay? The hard shit, not the easy stuff. Okay, I'm going to commit to doing the hard stuff in February. I'm going to make the decision if I've got a new year, okay? You get to make the decision. You want a new year? Cool, let's have one. February 1st, tomorrow. Let's celebrate tonight. Everyone crack open some bottles of champagne tonight at midnight because guess what? Tomorrow, it's a brand new day. It is a brand new month and it is a brand new opportunity for you to become everything you want to become. You just have to treat February with the same intention as you did January. And that's the difference between people who see success and people who don't, is that the people who have success, we don't have a new year. We don't have a new month. You know what we do? We literally show up every single day with the same focus and the same intent as we did January 1. We show up every single month. We use resources like the self-journal. I know I plug this thing a lot, but that's because I believe in it a lot. We use stuff like this to keep ourselves focused and intentional every freaking day. Jennifer's got the Moscato ready. I'm on my way over. I'll be right there. We use things like this to wake up every single day and say, today, I got to be my best me. Today, I got to be the best version of myself that I can be. But here's the one thing. I want to fill you in on one more thing. I know I already gave you 3 points, and that's what I promised, but I got one bonus point. Can I give you a bonus point? Is it awkward watching me drink water? Because I feel awkward drinking water while you're watching. It's super awkward, but it's okay. I need it. Here's the one thing that everyone has completely overlooked. Here's the one thing you didn't think about and you didn't realize at all. The real reason that you are excited in January, the real reason you have a new mindset, a new focus, and new actions is because you are surrounded by a culture and a society that told you that you should. In other words, we are all the product of our environment. And when you grow up in a world that has taught you January after January after January, this is what we do. We watch the ball drop. We set new goals. We try to do new things. We try to be better than we were the year before. What happens is, yes, exactly what Jen just said. We are all conditioned by the environment we have allowed ourselves to be a part of. And that, of course, comes with some pros, but it also comes with a lot of cons. Let me tell you, one of the cons is that January is the only freaking time society told you to have a new you. So it's the only time of the year you allowed it to happen. The biggest difference in the world between January and February, or December and January, or January and March, or January and November is the fact that you were surrounded by a culture who encouraged and challenged you to think that way and to act that way. And because you are a product of your environment, it's the normal thing to do. And year after year after year after year, you have completely underestimated the power of that culture. Because it's so cold in January. I'm sure it is. But you have completely underestimated that culture. And so year after year after year, you get yourself excited, you get yourself motivated, not realizing that the source of that excitement and motivation was really the culture you've been brought up in. And so when February comes around, the kids start getting sick. Everyone's got the freaking flu. It's negative 100 degrees in Chicago. All of a sudden, we slip right back into old me, old month, old me. I don't even know if that makes sense. We slip right back into our old self. Not because we've really changed, but because we didn't realize we were like 90% depending on the energy we were surrounded by. We were surrounded by the energy of everyone around us that was setting new goals. And we were just riding on the waves of society and culture's momentum. We really didn't have any of our own momentum at all. Because I can tell you this for sure, spending 5 years training entrepreneurs and building my own business, 1 month does not equal momentum. What you feel right now is not momentum. What you feel right now is just excitement. And excitement can leave like that. But momentum cannot. When you have momentum on your side, John Maxwell says it this way: when a train is going at full speed, it can bust straight through a building. But when it is sitting still, you can take a little block of wood and put it in front of the wheel and it won't roll away. When momentum is on your side, you can have a million things go wrong and not even notice. When momentum is not on your side, every single little thing that goes wrong pisses you off and you go crazy because you ain't got no momentum. And the difference between a client that I work with that comes in with momentum is so completely different than someone who comes in with almost no momentum. Because the person who comes in with momentum, I help them make a couple mindset switches and boom, business just takes off. But for those who come in without that same level of momentum, it is a process of working through a lot of limiting beliefs, of working through a lot of fears, of working through a lot of things, because when you don't have momentum, every little thing that comes up kind of like feels like you're getting just like stabbed over and over and over. It's a process of just continuing to get up, get up, get up, get up. And so the problem is most of you have been tricked year after year after year. And because you didn't know the source of the trickery, if you don't fix it now, it'll continue again. And the way you fix it is to realize, okay, previously, I have been a source 1 month a year of my environment. So my question to you is, why don't you just be smart enough to plug yourself into an environment the other 11 months out of the year that would create the same kind of culture, the same kind of excitement, the same kind of energy, the same type of growth mentality that would make sure that 12 months out of the year you have a new mindset, a new focus, and new actions? Tell me this. I love it. This is my favorite question to ask, my favorite in the world. How many of you on this call, Webinar Jam or Facebook, how many of you would say, Josh, if I put in even just 6 months, let's scale it back from 12 months because that's kind of scary to some people. Let's scale it back to 6 months. If I put in even just 6 months of having the right kind of mindset, having the right kind of focus, and putting in the right actions, I feel incredibly confident that my business maybe wouldn't go from A to Z, but would definitely take off in the right direction that would give me the kind of confidence and hope and belief that Z is on the way. Let me see. I want to see some comments. Let me know. If you put in 6 months, would you feel like you would be going from here? You feel like you'd start to make the kind of progress that you know you need to make if you want to eventually have your dreams come true? Tell me, 6 months, how much confidence do you have? Absolutely. Hashtag game changer. I like that hashtag, Sherry. I like that. Tell me, come on, I want to see in the comments. How many of you feel that confident that 6 months of the right mindset, the right focus, and the right actions would get you so much closer to what you really want from your business and your life? Because I think all of you are smart enough to know that there isn't a problem with the business model. There isn't most of you believe 100% in your company, whichever company you represent. You believe 100% in your products, or you wouldn't even be trying to sell them. You wouldn't even be on this call. You believe 100% in this over here. The problem is you don't believe enough in this right here to ever actually put in those 6 months of work. And so what you find yourself doing is putting in a couple weeks, backing out for a couple weeks, putting in a couple weeks, backing out a couple of weeks. Not because you don't believe in the system, but because, as I teach in the Push Mastermind, consistency plus intensity plus worth plus time gets you whatever you want. The consistency and the intensity are very heavily affected by the worth that you give yourself. And if you don't have the kind of worth that you need, it will be almost impossible to show up for 6 months in a row with the right mindset, the right focus, and the right actions. But what if, let me ask you this question, another question. I like questions, it's fun. What if there was a place. And if you were in this place, in this environment, what if there was an environment, what if there was a culture that you could be a part of that would force you day in and day out with an incredibly high level of accountability? I'm talking accountability like you've never even seen before, to show up every single day, every single week, every single month for the next 6 months with the right mindset, with the right focus, with the right actions. If there was something like that that existed, how many of you would want to be a part of that? How many of you would want to be a part of a culture that would force that level of mindset, focus, and action over and over and over? Show me a comment if that's you. See, here's the thing. You all believe in it. You all believe that the 6 months would get you what you want. You all want, that's what you want. You want to finally put in the kind of work, in the kind of action that it takes. You want to be the kind of person that shows up day in, day out. You want, if I gave everyone on this call, over on Webinar Jam, over on Facebook Live, if I gave you the option to fast forward your life 6 months and have the kind of results you believe you would have from 6 months of the right actions, every single one of you would take that remote control right now. And the thing is, I have that culture. I have that environment. I have that group. And I believe that that group is more powerful than it's ever been before. Over in the Push Mastermind, which is a group that I run, let me tell you exactly what we do. Number one, we have a weekly call, because I do believe that belief is the most vital part. And every single Monday, I show up with this kind of energy, with this kind of passion, and I speak to your soul to light it on fire so that you can have the belief that you need. One of my mentors says that everything we've ever accomplished, we accomplished riding on the coattails of someone else's belief. My goal is to give you some coattails to ride on and bring you along for the ride until you can find your own belief. So every single Monday, we have a call. I give life, and then I answer questions that are asked in the group. I also put you on a daily activities tracker, okay? Remember, right beliefs, right focus, right actions, all of those things are implemented into our daily tasks. Our daily activities, I have a tracker that basically takes away all the brain work. You don't have to think, what is it that I'm supposed to do? I give you the posts to make. I tell you how many people to talk to every day. I tell you how many people to invite every single day. But here's the other thing that's really, really, really powerful is I also make you write down your goals every single day. I make you plan out your day every single day. Remember January, we have goals and we put time, energy, and focus into actually planning out those things, having strategy. I make you do those things, and then I make you do personal development and affirmations. I make you get your mind right, your focus right, and your actions right day in and day out, okay? Now, the next thing is accountability. Everyone says, Josh, I need more accountability. I need someone to hold me to the things that I know I'm supposed to do. Here's the thing. Uplines all throughout the companies are handing out trackers left and right, but very few people, other than a couple of my clients that I'm having do this, are actually holding you accountable to that tracker. So you fill it out once a week, twice a week, and then you can't figure out why you're not having success. In the Push Mastermind, here's what we do. We put you on a daily tracker, and every single Sunday, we calculate what percentage of the tracker you're living up to. If you fall below 7 months, if you fall below 70% of your activities on the tracker, we call you out. We actually take the time, call you out in a Facebook post. We cheer you on. We give you 48 hours to either catch up on your activities or get kicked out of the group. And here's what I found. By giving this simple call out every single week and giving you a chance to catch up, we don't just kick you out right away. We give you a chance to catch up. We have 96% of people, sorry, I hit my microphone. We have 96% of people putting in the work it actually takes. 96%. What if I could tell you today that if you sign up for my training group, you will have a 96% chance of putting in the kind of work it takes to have success. Not a 10%, not a 15%, not a 20%. I can give you I can hand you a 96% chance of doing the right things. And then the last thing that we just added this year, actually, that I think is invaluable, and I mentioned this on last month's webinar, one of the things that I failed at the last year was I wasn't creating enough of the community and the environment. We had the accountability, we had the energy and life from the calls, but there wasn't the daily kind of community and accountability. So something we've changed this year is actually I'm no longer doing the art of recruiting in any type of a Facebook group. I'm the push mastermind along with the push leader are getting all of my energy and attention so that we can have daily check-ins every single day. We have a daily ring the bell contest. Nobody out there is teaching you how to recruit, or I take that back. They're teaching you how to, they're not holding you to it. Okay. One of the most powerful quotes I read recently says, it's not about the standards you preach. It's about the standards you uphold. So in the Push Mastermind, we are creating a standard of recruiting because most of you, even if you are making sales, are just not recruiting enough to build a team to actually make money doing this. So we're doing a daily challenge where every single day we say, hey, did you recruit someone or did you get a no? And every single day we're taking time to celebrate that and focus on it, which is causing people to recruit like they've never done before. Dawn says, why the 6 months? Here's why the 6 months. Because I believe that we are constantly reaping the results of the last 3 to 6 months of work. And the people that I've worked with, here's the thing, there is a monthly option, and I'll tell you all about it here in a second, Dawn. There's a monthly option to sign up, okay? You can sign up and just pay by the month. You can. But I'm just going to tell you right now that the success rate of people that I work with, okay, people who do 1 month with me, they say, oh my God, I feel energy, I feel confident, but the results haven't shown up yet. And then they try to go do it on their own the same way they do every single year in February, and nothing happens because they remove themselves from the guaranteed environment. Give me 3 months with a person. I now have something like a 50% success rate of people actually seeing their numbers and their income grow. Give me 6 months with a person and I have like a 98% success rate of people who spend 6 months with me. 98% of them, their numbers and their income grow. And I'm not even talking about like 10%. I'm talking like 100, 200, 300%. So here's the thing. If you're interested in this group, I want to get you in right away because new month, new you starts tomorrow. January, Monday, we'll have our first call. And I want to help you make sure you create the year, the best year ever, and you crush your goals. So here's what it is. Normally, this group is $249 a month. Or if you pay up for 6 months up front, you get it discounted down to $1,200 total, which is the equivalent of $200 a month. But I wanted to continue giving deals, not the exact same deal that I gave in January, but I want to continue helping you to make this choice, to do something that's going to change your life. So I decided, let's run another deal. Okay. How many of you love deals? How many of you are like, dude, I want to do this. I want to be in. I want so freaking badly to make this my year. But honestly, dude, I kind of need a deal. I kind of need a deal. How many of you say, dude, I like deals. I want a deal. I need a deal. Whatever it is, people love deals. So here's what I did. For this weekend only, even though it's normally $249 a month or $1,200 upfront, for this weekend, I decided for the webinar to mark it down to $200 per month. You can sign up if it's this weekend, or if you pay up front for 6 months, instead of being $1,200, we're going to mark it down to $800. That's, I don't know, like $125, $130 a month, something like that. If you pay for 6 months up front, instead of the normal $1,200, which is already a discount, you're going to get it for $800. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you a link to click on if you are on, if you are over here. There we go. If you're over here in Webinar Jam, the link should have just now showed up. You should be able to see it right there on your screen and you can just click on it. If you're on Facebook, you can go to joshcoates.com. Okay. Push Mastermind will pop right up there for you under the graphic of me. Push Mastermind. It's joshcoates.com. There's no E in my last name, okay? No E, okay? It's not my old site, which was joshuacoates.com. It's just joshcoates.com. If you go there and sign up this weekend, okay, you're going to get that price, okay? But I like to run really, really awesome special deals because I know we got some people out there that just love bonuses. I personally love bonuses. When someone says, I got a bonus for you, I'm like, I'm all in. I want the bonuses. So anyone who signs up tonight and pays up front for the first 6 months, anyone who signs up tonight up front for the first 6 months, we're going to send you a free self-journal. We are going to send you a free signed copy of my personal book, Clarity and Focus for Entrepreneurs. And we're going to send you a free Let's Puke Together tank top. So we've got a special little goodie bag for anyone that signs up tonight and pays up front. Okay. You're going to get book, self-journal, and our Let's Puke Together tank top. Okay. Now, anyone that signs up this weekend is still going to get the deal. Okay. We kick off Monday. Okay, so I need you to get signed up so we can get you into the group so you can watch all the intro videos, figure out what's going on so that you can freaking rock with us Monday. Sound good? You guys excited? We got some people ready to join? Okay, beautiful. I love it, love it, love it. So now we got some giveaways. We got some giveaways to do. As I announced at the beginning, we're giving away $500 to 5 people. We're giving away 5 free training groups. And we're giving away 5 of the Let's Puke Together tank tops, okay? So, and then if you have any questions while I'm going through these, feel free to ask them over here. If you need anything at all, feel more than welcome to shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram, or you can hit us up through the website, joshcoates.com. If you get on there, have some questions, need some help understanding something, shoot us an email through the website, okay? So let's pull up these giveaways. I got a text message here from Jay Ring. All right, you guys ready to hear the giveaways? Yes, yes. I think there's a little bit of lag time between Facebook, of course, is Facebook is like right on time, but I think there's some like lag over here on Webinar Jam where I'm asking a question, then in like 45 seconds it shows up. There is no coupon code, Sarah. We just have the prices on the site marked down for the weekend. We'll mark them back up come Monday, but for now we've got them just marked down on the website. You don't need a coupon code, okay? Anyone that signs up this weekend will get the deal. Anyone that signs up tonight will also get the bonuses as long as you do the 6 months up front. Okay, so here we go. Winners. People who won $100. Anyone who won, what I need you to do is shoot me an email at info@joshcoates.com. Info@joshcoates.com. If something happens that you don't hear back from us by Monday, do me the biggest favor in the world and shoot me a personal message over on Facebook. We have had some issues with our emails for some reason not going through. We're trying to figure out what the heck's going on. So if you are a winner, you message us and don't hear back by Monday, please shoot me a personal message on Facebook. I want to make sure you get taken care of, okay? Beautiful. Okay, 5 $100 winners are Lauren Lamb, Kelly O'Neill, Beth Lush, Christy Mangan, and Sherry Gonereux, I believe is how you pronounce that. Gonereux. She's definitely from Louisiana. She's got the EAUX, okay, from Nolans. So 5 $100 winners. Again, email us, info@joshcoates. joshcoates.com. Let us know you're one of the winners. Lauren Lamb, Kelly O'Neill, Beth Lush, Christy Mangan, and Sherry Gonereux, I think. And you're going to need to give us your PayPal email address so we can shoot you the money via PayPal. If you include that in the first message, make it go way quicker. Okay, 5 tank tops. Heidi Smith, Stacy Gardner, Trish Quinn, Lana Kakludas, and Sarah Naisti. Jay Ring trying to mess with me, giving me last names that he knows will challenge me. Again, 5 tank top winners: Heidi Smith, Stacy Gardner, Trish Quinn, Lana Kakludas, and Sarah Nicety. Okay. I apologize for butchering your name. I feel terrible when I butcher names. Jay Ring does it on purpose because he thinks it's funny. And then 4 free training groups. You'll be winning the Art of Recruiting, or if you want, you can pay $100 to upgrade to the Push Mastermind for a month, or just use the $100 towards the 6 months up front, however you want to use it. So free Art of Recruiting or $100 credit towards something else. That would be Tara Myers, Alicia Smith, Mindy Gibson, Alexandria Biggs, and Teresa Lapico. Sorry, not sorry. Again, 5 free trading groups. Email us, info@joshcoates.com. We've got Tara Myers, Alicia Smith, Mindy Gibson, Alexandra Biggs, and I said Teresa Lapico. That is not it. It's actually Treaess. I do not know how to pronounce that, and I'm very, very sorry because I hate butchering people's names, but the last name was Lapico, okay? So if that's you, again, shoot us a message, info@joshcoates.com. If anything happens that you don't hear back from us by Monday, please shoot me a personal message. I want to make sure I get you taken care of. Again, sign up tonight. We've got some awesome bonuses for you, my free resource, self-journal, plus my book, plus a tank top. Guys, whether you won tonight, whether you sign up tonight or not, here's the thing. I love you. I believe in you. And I know, I want you to understand just how simple it is to create your best life. It's all about the mindset. It's all about the focus. It's all about the actions. And of course, putting yourself in the right environment. If you have the option to be in an environment that forces the mindset, focus, and actions, that's what you need to do. But either way, whether you join my environment, go find some other environment, here's what I care about more than this is, I told you at the beginning of the call that I had like a serious conviction about this call, but really about this year of helping people to do what they need to do to move forward. I need you. Make me a promise. Make me a promise that this isn't going to be like last year. Make me a promise that whether you're stuck at what you feel is ground zero, whether you're someone who has seen some success, but not the kind of success that you really want to see, or whether you're a leader trying to help other people see success. And maybe you're stuck as a leader, like, man, I've got these things I want to help. I've seen success and I want to help other people see success, but I can't seem to figure out. Remember, it's mindset, it's focus, it's actions. You are always in control if you make the decision to take control. So my challenge to you tonight is regardless, walk away from this call, make the decision, wake up tomorrow, take control. Wake up March 1st, take control. Wake up April, May, June, July, August. Wake up every single day of your life and make the decision to take control. I promise you, you can. You have the power because you were born with the basic human right that I believe in more than anything else in the world, and that is equality. Every single one of us have the ability to become the person we want to become, to achieve the things that we want to achieve. Either it's for everyone or it's not for anyone. So if you believe it for your team, if you believe it for your kids, equality says you have to also believe it for yourself. I love you guys so much. Have an incredible night. Thanks for hanging with me. Feel free to share this video. It was a free training. You can share it anywhere you want in the team page. If you registered properly for Webinar Jam, we'll be emailing you. You should be getting an email in the next hour. I think around 9 Central, you'll get a replay link. If you're on Facebook, you can take this and share it away. I love you guys. You're amazing. Have an incredible night. Have an incredible rest of the year. Good night.